Our guide was a Korean named David. He was very kind, and to entertain us, we played a game in the car at the rest area where we could win Korean walnut snacks if we guessed the Korean language. When we arrived at the tourist spots, he told us about famous places, famous shops, recommended hiking courses, etc. based on the overall map. He also took pictures in front of the tourist attractions, which was very nice. I was the only one who participated alone, but he made it fun. I'm very grateful to him. At Seoraksan, there was only a little snow left on the mountain, but the scenery was very beautiful, and there was also the beauty of the rocks and the beauty of the coexistence of Buddhism and nature. It is a beautiful national park that heals the soul. Next, we went to Nami Island by boat, and I still can't forget the beauty of the people going to the island on the zip line next to me while on the boat, the beauty of the scenery surrounded by nature, and the beauty of walking along the well-maintained tall tree-lined path after arriving. The scenery was so beautiful. I recommend you to visit it. Good to experience the two locations if you only have one day available for both, although a little tiring because of the long bus rides. Since it was very windy at Seoraksan, the cable car wasn't open, but the hike to Bison Day was nice instead. At Nami Island, the snow was melting, so many areas were muddy and there were not much activities available like duck boats and bicycles. Otherwise, the tour guide named Reese warned us in advance of the limited food options at Seoraksan and gave a nice recommendation for lunch near the Nami area instead. The tour was good. Our guide Young, he was great and very friendly. Since it was a holiday for Koreans, the driver advised to go to Nami Island first. It was a good choice since both places were not so crowded when we were there. It was a great experience with tour guide Tino. He has given many information and good recommendations about the tour destinations. We went to Nami Island first in the morning, rent a bike and cycle around the island taking nice pictures, then we went to Seoraksan National Park and took the cable car, and climbed to see Pokpo Falls within the 3 hours allocated time given. Weather was nice and cool, air was very fresh. It was a great experience with tour. Will recommend others to try this tour with Tino. We had a wonderful time on this tour. It turned out that my daughter and I were the only ones to travel on the day, even though the day before there were 27 tourists. Perhaps it was the threat of rain that kept others away, but that didn't stop us. Yes, it did rain for a bit just as we got to Seoraksan, but we still climbed up and took some pictures from the top. Nami Island was beautiful and less crowded in the afternoon. The sun was out and with the music in the background it was perfect to walk around the ginkgo tree lane and to see the water lilies and the statue of the characters from Winter Sonata. Thank you Jaeseo for being the perfect guide. Having the opportunity to go to Nami Island and Seoraksan in a single day is a wonderful opportunity. Beautiful memories in nature and no hassle about how to get there. Our guide David was great, thanks again to him for everything. We enjoyed our trip on this tour to Nami Island and Mount Seoraksan. These are beautiful places and we had a great time hiking at the national park. Our tour guide Ricky did a good job. He had good communication with the tour group. Just like Japan, they are very punctual. Meeting place was in Dongdaemun. Absolutely love it. I think this was the best tour that I participated in Korea. Thanks to our guide Sander Nim. He is professional and gives little trivias about each places that he passes by while driving. Although it seems we aren't listening cause it's hard to hear when you're at the back of the car. Smiley face emoji. Love the car with charging port, so no need to worry, can charge while on the road. Mount Seorak really satisfied the white wonderland I've dreamed of. So much snow. Plus we had an encounter with wild deer. How amazing. Then, Nami Island was a sight even in winter. We rented a bike and toured the whole island and we had it all to ourselves because we were there early. I'd really advise you rent one because you won't be able to circle it with the allotted time. We were also given free duty-free shopping vouchers. 10 tenths. 2 hearts emoji. The tour guide, Tino. He's a very patient, kind, and excellent tour guide. There are so many tour guides, but knowing and meeting him is lucky. I want to give him 10 stars. Only 5 stars are too less, really. The view of snow is amazing. I feel like I'm in the storybook.